Yo, and hello, everybody. Mike here, baseball collector. That's Chris. This is Showcase Showdown, everybody's favorite half hour of their card week viewing on YouTube. Chris, even I'm starting to feel bad for you, man. I mean, I've got friends calling me, hey, can you take it easy on him? Can you make it more competitive? Because this is really getting tiring week after week watching Showcase Showdown.
I feel it. I feel that in the comments. And so I think somebody's trying to take up a collection for me, maybe. And card donations. I see that in my little Walmart here. They're trying to get cards for Chris, kind of thing. But I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me because one, I get to show the cards, and two, I know the turnaround's coming. I see it coming. And just like last season, I had a chance at the very end to tie you because I went on a little bit of a run, and that's what I feel like I'm going to do this time. So to those guys, I thank you, but don't need your help. I'm good.
Well, it might start today with Peewee Reese is who we're doing today. And I will say from the jump, I'm missing a couple of cards, which is never good in a Showcase Showdown. But I pulled a Chris from Missouri.
Oh.
And I did go out, and I was missing 3. Now I'm only missing 2. And so I was going to buy it anyway at some point. So I actually got a really good deal. There happened to be one that was on auction that I won, and it did get here yesterday. So I'm ready.
Well, I would like to say this. It takes some kind of low-life scumbag to be in a fun Showcase Showdown with one of your so-called friends that you have to go out and pick up a card at a card show at an auction. I would say that, but I totally understand because I would say, well, you'd never catch me doing it more than 8 or 9 times. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, little pot calling the kettle black there, I would think.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to get anybody to feel sorry for me. So,
well, I actually look, today may be your day to finally, get a victory in 2025. You haven't won this year, so we're going to try to. We'll see what happens. Before we get into Peewee Reese and talk about his career and stuff like that, let's tell everybody real quick, Chris, how this works. And I may be doing this next week. We'll find out. How does this work? And then we'll talk about Peewee Reese.
Again, for those of you that are watching this that are tired of hearing me say it, we thank you for tuning in. But when I get done speaking here, push pause on this, run over to wherever you collect your cards, wherever you store your cards, and get every one of your Peewee Reeses out, starting from his rookie card all the way up to his last card. And I believe his last playing days card was 1958. And you put them together. There's 13 cards here. And if you're a Peewee Reese collector, even if you're not, follow along with us. Compare your cards to our cards and let us know how you do. And more people are leaving comments saying that's what they're doing. They're even tallying up their own points to make it easy. I think they're tallying up their own points because they don't trust you to do it. But midway through, we're going to stop, and Mike's going to have some tallies up to see what how we're doing against each other. And at the very end, the rookie card that we're going to pull out is going to be worth double the points. And so at the very end, Mike's going to tally everything up, and we're going to see who wins. Now, the only way this can – it's going to be my favorite 30 minutes on YouTube or to an hour on YouTube every week. It always like that. But I guarantee you guys, if you participate along with us and just pay attention to some of the stuff we tell you, it's going to be your favorite 30 minutes as well. So sit back, relax, show some cards, and have some fun, and root for Chris.
Root for Chris. I love the theme.
I need a shirt that says that. Team Chris.
Team Chris. Yeah. I'm not even going to go there. So Peewee Reese is one of those guys that has been in the Hall of Fame since 84, I want to say. Let me see. Yeah, 84. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame. He was a Veterans Committee electee. He had a good career. I think playing for Brooklyn was a big deal. At the time, it was cited his support for Jackie Robinson being an integral part of his induction into the Hall of Fame, which I believe you kind of look at the whole picture of a person, of a player, I should say. What was their performance on the field, and in this case, how did he support Jackie? And he was a vocal leader on that team for the Dodgers, but his stats alone, I wouldn't think Hall of Famer,
Well, so there's two people today that I believe he gets associated with, and one is Jackie, and I think the movie and the stories about Jackie here of late has really helped that out. And I mean, people are associating Peewee Reese with Jackie Robinson, but when he was a player, I think he always got lumped in with guys like Phil Rizzuto. And if you look at their stats and compare them, I believe Peewee Reese is a better shortstop as far as stats and stuff go. But to me, he's what the shortstop was on your little league team back in the day. Little guy, scrappy. I mean, he was a scrappy guy, right?
right?
And doing a little bit of research, I read a book, believe it or not. Yeah, and it wasn't just a picture book, too, by the way.
I was about to
And
say, I didn't know you could even
yeah,
read, so that's great.
so it talked about, it was a Bill James book, and he talked about shortstops that were leadoff batters throughout the major leagues. And he came to the conclusion, out of about 100 starting shortstops that were leadoff batters, that Peewee Reese was probably, and he just used the word probably, the best leadoff player, leadoff man for a shortstop before the year 2000, because he got on base a lot. He walked a lot, took a lot of pitches, and he scored a lot of runs. And to me, that carries a lot of weight. And if you compare, I mean, he's your typical shortstop. And so compare him with some of today's shortstops. I was going to make a joke and say I did some research, and Peewee Reese was really 6'7", but he's not. He's a little guy. But I think as the position was played back in the day, he's a Hall of Famer to me.
Yeah, I mean, he was a 10-time All-Star. He had, I think I just counted 8 seasons where he finished in the top 10 of MVP voting. He never won an MVP, but he was consistently one of those guys. He missed 3 years for military service during World War II and was, that early in his career. But even missing those 3 seasons, he accumulated almost a 70 WAR, which is kind of standard for a Hall of Famer, right? So he was not a terrible player, but I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame or any of that, but it's just kind of surprising, totally Rizzuto-esque. Those two guys in New York, almost the exact same career span. Both went into broadcasting after. I mean, it's very, ironic how similar their career paths went. But let's just look at some cards and enjoy and talk some more about Peewee Reese as we go. Let's go to showdown mode here. Boom. And as the visitor, as always, this won't take us long. There's only 13 cards in the Peewee Reese run, but they're really cool cards. So why don't you start with 58?
They are. Now listen, the people that are watching this, don't give up on me early. They're going to, don't turn your head. Don't give up on me early. But 1958, love the card. Love the way it looks and the colors. I have a Peewee Reese and a PSA 3.
I have a 5.5.
Already taking that big lead.
I don't know though. I'm so not confident on this one. It's not even funny. 57, another great card. Very typical, stereotypical shortstop type card. Bending over to catch a little ground ball. I have it in a 5.
Well, you definitely are not going to no hit me because I have a 6.
Dang it. We can stop now though, because I'm winning. So.
You are. And after the next card, you're going to be winning too. But I know you like the 56s, and I have mine in a 3.
I love this one especially. It's got Reese, turning a double play in the background. Great, portrait of him. I have a 4.
So you got the point back, didn't you?
Yep. Reese is also, autographs are not expensive. He signed a lot. Has a great signature. He's got press steals. He's got all kinds of stuff to pick up of him. So 55 Bowman. So he doesn't have a Topps card in 55, only Bowman. I have a very interesting looking 5.
Wow.
I've got the edge showing the next card, which is a darker background. I didn't grade it, so don't get mad at me.
Well, I have a 6.
Oh, crap.
Give me that point back.
Oh. This is tight.
So,
one more, and then we'll see where we're at.
Okay. Well, the 54s, we haven't shown a lot of 54 cards so far in our Showcase Showdown because we've been this season because we've been doing some newer cards, but I look at it and I give more respect to it. And I give a little bit more respect because I have a 6.
Uh-oh. He's taking the lead, guys. I have a 3.
Well, now if you want to quit now, we can go ahead and hang her up. I'm all, they can look our fans can look up their own cards if they want to. So
all right. Before we do the 53 Bowman color, much debate rages about is the 53 Bowman color actually a good baseball card or not? As you know, it is my favorite card of all time. I have owned the copy that I have now for, I bet I could look. It's a long time. Okay. I'm going to look because I'm very curious. And this is a card. There's not many cards in my collection that I would love to upgrade. Nolan Ryan rookies one. The 53 Bowman color Reese is definitely one. And so it's where do you stand on the 53 Bowman color, Reese?
I love it. I love it. And there's one of my favorite YouTubers is Dave Blue Jacket 66. And I think he kind of doesn't care for it much.
Yeah, he poo-poos all over it.
Yeah, so. Good thing he has really, really good cards because he can get away with that. No, and I get it, and I know I know it has to be staged, but I really like the card. I mean, it's a lot of us consider it one of the first action cards, and I love it. And I have my quick story on this is I had this card when I was 11 years old, and I had it in my collection. And then when I sent it off to be graded, it came back non-authentic. So the whole time, and you would think, okay, they just messed up, send it to them again. Well, I sent it again because I said I had this when I was 11. And that was a few years back, by the way.
Right.
And it came back non-authentic.
Wow.
So the little old lady that gave me this for mowing her yard, I think she must have. No, I don't know why it was not authentic, but back in the day, somebody must have tried to. But anyway, I got the card back, so I'm good. But no, to me, Mike, it is a great card. What do you say? Do you say it's a great card?
I think it's my favorite card of all time, for a lot of reasons. not because it's Peewee Reese necessarily. I think it was a groundbreaking card, action card. As you know, there's a couple of other action cards in the set that were done as proofs, the Dodgers being one of them that you owned for a time. I mean, it's a great set. All the other cards to that point had been portraits or, just nothing different. This was different, and that's why I love it so much. I just looked. I bought mine in 12 years ago, and I paid $113 for this card. So we will see. I don't know how I'm gonna. This is a card I'd love to upgrade because I have a 3, and it would definitely not get a 3 today. So,
well, my border on this, I think, really makes this card stand out for me. I have a 4.5, but
yeah,
I
that's a beautiful
love
card.
that card. Yeah.
What's funny though, if I got another one of these, I would not sell this one. Like I would keep this one because it's the first one that I got of that card. Yeah, I'm in trouble right now, by the way. Here, you want to know where we are?
Sure.
You're up 58.5 to 55.5.
Golly. I want whoever's watching this to redo the math just to make sure I'm not up higher because I've never been in this position so far in season 3.
Yeah, what does this feel like? Is this uncharted territory in a while? So,
it's been a while, but so did you show that card first or did I?
I did. Yes.
Okay, so let's go to 53 tops now.
Yeah. Great card.
Oh gosh, yes. Great card, great portrait. And I have mine in a 3.
I have a 5.
Oh, yours pops. Either that or your lighting's 10 times better than mine. That thing looks really nice. Wow.
It's just a great card.
Your card looks like my card laid out in the sun and got a tan.
All right, I'm down 1 point. Let's see if I can do something. 52 Bowman. We'll do the Bowman first since that's B comes before T. I have a 4.
Uh-oh. I love this card too, by the way. And this is an argument of mine when it comes to the PSA slabs and the SGC slabs. I really like how those Bowmans look in the SGC slab. I have a 2.
I just took the lead back.
Yeah, I know. What do you want? But again, I want people to double check this because.
Well, I have the next card has a story, because I was with you when you bought it, and you might as well show it because I don't have it. So my lead was very short lived.
Yeah. Yes. So mine is a 4.5.
I remember you buying. I was with you in Dallas when you bought it.
Yes, and that card was on my list. One of the first ones on my list that I got to check off. Right.
I tried to sabotage the purchase of that card, but it was to no avail because you bought it after I left, I think, and it's like, dang it.
And I actually kept that from you for a little bit, but no, go ahead. So yeah,
it's a beautiful card, by the way. I'm excited. I'll pick one up eventually for my 4-decade set, but all right.
I think when you put that 5 points for having the card and the 4.5 on there, that really helps me out quite a bit.
It does. When I get 0, that's kind of an issue. Yeah, you're up. You got a solid lead right now. 51 Bowman. I'll go first. This is the one I just got in the mail yesterday.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen
Bowman. So no one's seen this card. I haven't even done a video on it, but I got a beautiful looking, well-centered 3 there.
That is a nice card. I have a 2.
Well, 3 is better than 0, or something better than 0. But I gotta crawl back here. Okay.
Now, if you want to see the 1950 card, just raise that 51 card back up, take away the name, and make it a squatty body card. And here's my 1950 Bowman in a 3.
Here's mine in a 2.5.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, when you put them, it's the same card. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like laziness, but I don't know. What did I have? 2.5, and you had a 3.
Yes.
All right, you have an 8-point lead with 2 cards to go. I'm in trouble. You're gonna. This is like you're coasting. Like, I'm surprised you're not gloating more. What's going on? Are you feeling okay?
One, I don't trust you. I don't trust you. No, I think I stole a couple Peewee Reese's out of the Beast when I was down there, and somehow you're still producing them. I don't get it.
All right, 49 Bowman.
49 Bowman. I have, and this is a beautiful card that I have, and it's one of those things that I wonder why the grade's like it is, but I really don't care. But look how pretty that card is.
Oh,
I
I
have
love
a
it.
1.5.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
beautiful card.
definitely on my list to get. I do not have one, so
Oh,
that's
well,
another
I mean,
goose
let
egg.
me. If I could show it on your side here, I'd show it on your side. But again, that is a beautiful card.
It is.
I love the colors and everything on that. So,
all right. So now there's a couple of Peewee Reese cards now. We're going to go straight from 49 all the way down to 41. He does have some double plays and some other stuff, but his rookie card is 41 play ball. He was not in the 40 play ball set, even though he played in 1940, but he makes his card debut 1941. This was a card that was on my list for a long time. It's sneaky expensive, but really cool. I wish he had more cards, obviously, during the years, but I can't fix that. But I can show you my PSA 2.
yeah, that's a nice card. Well, I'm gonna win this one, and this is me gloating, but I have a 3.
Yeah. Gloat. It's okay to gloat. Let me tell you, from a guy who wins most of the time, it's okay to gloat.
Well,
in fact, you beat the crap out.
well, this is not WWE wrestling. I don't want to turn heel with this victory. See, I still want to be the baby face that everybody roots for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to humbly thank, all the people that put me here in this position. And, oh gosh, it does feel a lot better winning than it does losing.
I'll tell you though, it is motivate. Like when I knew we were landing on Peewee Reese last week, I was like, I need to get to work. And so I got the 51. I did look at some 49s, Bowmans. I looked at some 52 Topses and just couldn't get a deal done. So here we go.
Oh, beautiful. But what you said there is kind of fun. We know what the wheel looks like right now. And if you would have gone to a show, those Peewee Reese cards would have been on your list.
Absolutely.
One, you want them anyway eventually because they're great cards, right? So that becomes maybe higher up on your list, and now you're searching the booths for Peewee Reese, and that is so. To me, that's what's so fun about Showcase Showdown. There's a couple remarks every once in a while about having a lower grade and can't beat Mike or whatever. But again, it's fun going after these cards, and it's when's the last time you got Peewee Reese cards out to show people? It's been a while, right?
Never, truthfully.
And we just got to look at Peewee Reese cards, and that's what's fun about this. I'm having a great time. But can I tell you, this isn't alcohol beverage or anything right here, but man, this tastes a lot better after I win than
you look better on that side of the screen too, by the way. Like you're actually But it's funny. People criticize, like, oh, Chris is just buying these cards just because he's doing Showcase Showdown. I would argue I'm going to buy. I'd want those cards anyway in my collection. I want to finish his run, and so the fact that it's Showcase Showdown is just no big deal. It's just a great motivator, right? So, all right, let's see what we can do about the next week and see if I don't know what a winning streak looks like for you, but I don't want you to get on one.
Hey, I'm the only one here that can win the next 2 in a row.
That's true. Or to get 3 in a row, you mean?
Nah, 2 in a row. Yeah, whatever.
Oh, the next one to get 2 in a row. I got you. All right.
Yeah.
We got some good names left. Let's spin it and see who is up next. His Peewee Reese's teammate, Gil Hodges.
Wow.
Well, that'll be fun because they're pretty much, kind of lockstep in their careers a little bit.
Sure.
Man, that'll be fun. Hodges, recent Hall of Famer, I think should have been in a long time ago, truthfully, and glad he's finally in, and it'll be a fun run to do. So
I totally agree. I cannot wait to get these things out and take a look at them and see if I have them all.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
Well, you can sign us off since you're now in the catbird seat over there.
Well, guys, thanks for watching us do Showcase Showdown. Stay tuned for next week when you can be a part of the best 60 minutes on YouTube.
It's not 60 minutes, Chris. It's unless they watch it twice.
Hey, who's sending us off on this? Okay. I'm sitting in this seat. I'm sorry. We make this 2 hours. Mike's right. I'm going to say what I like too because it needs to be here. Guys, stay tuned for the next week when we do Gil Hodges. And remember, this is just a hobby. Collect what you like.